Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. And football is where we begin as Arnett Gardens and Portmore United secured their playoff spots in the Ray and Nephew National Premier League after victories over Humber Lion and Cavalier in a doubleheader at the Anthony Spaulding Sports Complex on Monday. Led by a double from Fabian Reid, Arnett defeated Humber Lion 5-1 in the feature match on the night. Reid netted in the 69th and 73rd minutes, while Joel Jones in the 39th, Jaheim Thomas in the 58th, and Chavani Willis in the 84th were the scorers for Arnett. Afiba Chambers had given Humberland the lead in the 8th minute. The win moved Arnett to 45 points to put them in a three-way tie with Portmore United and Cavalier. Now earlier, captain Alex Marshall scored against former club Cavalier to send Portmore United to second. Marshall broke the deadlock from the spot in the 36th minute to secure a 1-0 win in the first of the doubleheader. Now it means Portmore, Arnett and Cavalier have joined the leaders Mount Pleasant in confirming their playoff spots. In swimming, Hillel Prep won the boys section and St. Hugh's Prep won the girls category at the Mayberry Prep and primary swim meet at the National Aquatic Centre this past weekend. Hillel tallied 243 points to finish ahead of St. Peter and Paul, who finished second with 188, and Mona Prep in third with 176. On the girls' side, it was much closer as St. Hugh's only edged Hillel by a single point. The St. Hugh's scored 192 points to Hillel's 191, with Mona ending third with 162. Kai Lawson stamped her class at the meet, winning 5 gold medals, including breaking the age group record in the 50-meter backstroke. She's the only prep school swimmer set for the Carifta Championships in the Bahamas from March 28 to April 7.
Also breaking records.
Our safety sponsors, Public Resort, Essentials Foundation, Iowa,
Boys side.
So my performance today, I believe it was a very good performance. I've dropped time, and I haven't dropped time in that event in very long. I believe that it was also a good performance because there are a lot of factors that led up to such a good time. Like before, I never did a good dive, but this time I've done a good dive. I also never did a good amount of underwater, but I still did a good time.
Sinclair tallied 45 points, the most of any competitor, while winning 5 gold medals. And we now go to track and field as the 2024 Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships got underway this morning at the National Stadium. Our reporter Jerome Foster is on location and joins us with this report. Jerome?
Thank you, Giovanni, and you greet me here at the National Stadium for the 113th staging of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships with a slight drizzle here at Independence Park. Earlier this morning, we had competition in classes 3, 2 and 1 in the 1500 meters, not for the girls in class 1 because of a small number of entries. That event has gone to a straight final. In class 3, the girls defending champion, Alike Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis, she qualified for the final of the event, but it was Shamika Dennis of St. Elizabeth Technical who led the qualifiers with 4 minutes 56.90 seconds. Reynolds was in that event and she finished 4th. For the boys, the overwhelming favorite, Cavell Nooks of Jamaica College, he started at the back of the pack, but it was too easy for him and he strolled home with 4 minutes 27.10 seconds. He was the fastest qualifier and it will be difficult to see him being beaten at the event. The Central Champs winner in class 2 for the girls from Veer Technical, that's Ashara Freighter. She logged 4 minutes 49.55 seconds to walk home easily to lead home all the qualifiers for the girls in class 2. While for the boys, it was quite easy for Nashashon Ruto of Kingston College. He topped the qualifiers for the boys. A slight surprise in class 1, even though the pair of Brian Kiprov, 4 minutes 10.42 seconds, and Ethan Gioko, 4 minutes 11.50 seconds, they qualified with ease. But for Jamaica College, there were a little bit of a concern for Kimario Bygrave, one of the standout performers last year and an outgoing senior for Jamaica College. He finished down the track. He was 5th in his semi-final, but he qualified for the final as the 10th fastest qualifier. Not sure if it was a physical ailment or it was just precautionary from Bygrave, who will be in his final year of championship. The 400 meters for class 3, they were just completed, and a strange feel because normally the athletes would be seated before their events. For majority of the events, the athletes, they were forced to stand because of a lack of chairs. And this afternoon, we'll see the 100 meters preliminary round as well as the steeplechase, closing off the first day of competition here at the National Stadium for the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. No finals are slated for today. And from the National Stadium, with a slight drizzle and overcast conditions, I am Jerome Foster, reporting for Midday Sports. Giovanni?
Thanks so much, Jerome. And of course, you can continue watching Champs on TVJ Sports Network, Hits 92 FM, and on onespotmedia.com. That's it for your Midday Sports Report. I'm Giovanni Dennis. O'Shane?
Thanks much, Giovanni. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shane Masters. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, have a good afternoon.